Okay, can everybody hear me out there? Okay, we'll get this program underway. Okay, if our flags will move up for us. Yeah. Okay, you want to go ahead and start off?
Welcome. The 30th day of May, 1868 is designated for the purpose of strewing with flowers or otherwise decorating the graves of comrades who died in defense of their country during the late rebellion, and whose bodies now lie in almost every city, village, and hamlet churchyard in the land. In this observation, no form of ceremony is prescribed, but posts and comrades will in their own way arrange such fitting services and testimonials of respect as circumstances may permit. We are organized, comrades, as our regulations tell us, for the purpose, among other things, of preserving and strengthening those kind and fraternal feelings which have bound together the soldiers, sailors, and marines who united to suppress the late rebellion. What can aid more to assure this result than by cherishing tenderly the memory of our heroic dead, who made their breasts a barricade between our country and its foes. Their soldier lives were the reveille of freedom to a race in chains, and their deaths the tattoo of rebellious tyranny in arms. We should guard their graves with sacred vigilance. All that the consecrated wealth and taste of the nation can add to their adornment and security is but a fitting tribute to the memory of her slain defenders. Let no wanton foot tread rudely on such hallowed grounds. Let pleasant paths invite the coming and going of reverent visitors and fond mourners. Let no vandalism of avarice or neglect, no ravages of time, testify to the present or to the coming generations that we have forgotten as a people the cost of a free and undivided republic. If other eyes grow dull, and other hands slack, and other hearts cold in the solemn trust, ours shall keep it well as long as the light and warmth of life remains to us. Let us then, at the time appointed, gather around their sacred remains and garland the passionless mounds above them with the choicest flowers of springtime. Let us raise above them the dear old flag they saved from dishonor. Let us in this solemn presence renew our pledges to aid and assist those whom they have left among us, and a sacred charge upon a nation's gratitude. The soldiers and sailors, widow and orphan. It is the purpose of the Commander-in-Chief to inaugurate this observance with the hope that it will be kept up from year to year, survivor of the war remains to honor the memory of their departed comrades. She earnestly desires the public press to call attention to this order and lend its friendly aid in bringing it to the notice of comrades in all parts of the country in time for simultaneous compliance therewith. Department commanders will use every effort to make this order effective.
Memorial Day originated at the close of the Civil War, and therefore American Legion Post should give due recognition to the veterans of early wars. This day is sacred with the most visible presence of those who have gone before us. We honor the memory of those who gave their lives in the service of our country, and of others who have dropped their burden by the wayside of life and are gone to their eternal rest. May the ceremonies of today's deepen our reverence for our departed friends and members. Let us renew our pledge to loyalty to our country and its flag. Let us resolve by word and deed to emphasize the privilege of duty or patriotism. Again, our nation has assembled to honor its heroic deed. 1,000 battles of land, sea, and air echo the glory of their valiant deeds. Under the quiet sod or beneath the murmuring waves, their bodies sleep in peace, but in the destinies of veterans, their souls go marching on. Because of them, our lives are free. Because of them, our nation lives. When we recall the things they did, the hero host seems mighty in our midst. When peril threatened and their country called, with that divine self-sacrifice, they left their paths of peace to spring to arms, to make their breasts a barricade against the nation's foes. No sorrow for the loved ones left behind could dim the purpose of their souls. No weariness of march and watch could keep them from their heart's desire. No honor of the field or sea or air could beat their courage down. They fought for us. For us they fell. Now with one accord, in deepest reverence, we do them honor. Let us not remember them in anguish. They would not wish our pity. For their sakes also let us not forget the loved ones that left behind. Our tears or words of sympathy cannot bring back the comfort of those loving hands or the music of those voices stilled. Only the solemn pride of having given more than all of the rest is theirs who live to weep. But all the world, because of what they gave, is debtor to them. On this Memorial Day, let us pledge ourselves anew to patriot service. Let us make ourselves the friend and brother, son and father of those who will not see their own again. In mortal flesh, let us grasp with fearless hands, the flag so nobly borne before, and like those others, plant it always in the battlements of righteousness. All who stand with us today, will you not consecrate yourselves with us to emulate their sacrifice service, that those who rest in heroes' graves may not have died in vain? Let us stand with bowed heads in solemn memory of their heroic death. They would be silent for a few seconds. this day is sacred with the most visible presence of those who have gone before us. We honor the memory of those who gave their lives in the service of our country, and of those others who have dropped their burdens by the wayside of life and are gone to their eternal rest. May the ceremonies of today deepen our reverence for our departed friends and comrades. Let us renew our privilege of loyalty to our country and its flags. Let us resolve by word and deed to emphasize the privilege and duty of patriotism. We also want to remember the names of fallen heroes on the wall of the courthouse. World War I, David Barron, William Guilfoyle, Lawrence Clegan, Carl Kummerl, Luke Lowell, George H. Monroe, William Smith, John C. Toth, Quentin A. Wilson. World War II, Robert L. Adams, Lewis H. Atkins, Malcolm J. Barnes, Joseph Byrd, Patrick M. McCoy, Leon V. Croxton, Everett W. Gilkinson, Benjamin D. Goodwin, Dwight F. Ilsley, Lauren G. Gregory, George K. Materi, Herbert J. Peck, William D. Sheehan, Kenneth Thornburg, William T. Whitman, Elmer J. Howell, William J. Howell, Philo J. George, Edwin H. Jack, A.M. Davis, Vernon Parker, Leo Crowley, Everett B. Slagle, Laverne A. Pollitt, William D. Weaver. Korean conflict, Roy Arnold Sundstrom, Paul R. Piana. Vietnam conflict, Robert L. Shuck, Stephen Bowl. War on Terror, Brian D. Bland, Ryan L. Zorn.
Ready. Aim. Fire. Aim. Fire. Aim. Fire. Arm. Detail. Left, right,
Sprague singing the national anthem, of course. When you come up here, Walter. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you very much, Walter. Okay, as we call this ceremony to a close, our reef over here has bundles of roses on them, or flowers anyway. Any of the veterans that we have in our audience, those flowers will come out of that reef and be handed to you. So if you would come over here, Tanya, would you want to take care of the flowers as they come off the reef?
Color guard, okay.